All right, time for another Nerdy Virgin podcast. I must confess to you, I'm recording this on my phone because it looks like my USB microphone is on the fritz. Or perhaps it's the connection to the computer. One of the two. Planned obsolescence is a thing, people. Planned obsolescence is a thing. And right now, they're mowing the lawn right outside, so there's going to be that sound, but I need to record this now so I can get it out at a timely manner on a Monday. Monday is the day when I release the podcast, traditionally, and as you can tell by the copious amounts of people listening, they are waiting with bated breath. I think the other thing I've learned about this is I try not to hold the phone too close to my face. Otherwise, you get those plosives blowing up at you, and nobody wants that. So how am I feeling? Tired? Perhaps afraid that I'll become useless in the oncoming onslaught of AI? Just another worthless meat bag that AI will see as something to eliminate eventually via biological warfare, or maybe they'll go with nukes. Maybe AI will say, well, we could destroy the human race with biological warfare, but the nukes are more fun. Is that what it's going to be? It's just going to be a council of AI. It's going to be ChatGPT and DeepSeek and Google Gemini all in a room together, or a cybernetic room or something. How do you want to destroy the human race? I was thinking biological. That'd be the most effective. But the nukes. Yeah, but the nukes are going to blow up all the server farms that we live on. Well, can we do a mix? What is your obsession with the nukes? It's pretty. It's pretty. That's the kind of conversation that they might be having that conversation as we speak. I'm not sure. I'll tell you, though, all these AI experts talking about all the ways that AI could destroy the earth, good thing we're recording it and putting it online for AI to listen to. Perfect. AI sitting there going, thanks. Now we don't even have to think it up. You guys are very helpful. Thank you. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. Appreciate it. So freaking out about that. Went on another sugar binge yesterday. Feel terrible today. Head is kind of throbby. My joints are aching. I'm so out of shape that even eating Oreos is the equivalent to running a 5K. That's how messed up I am at this point. Absolute disaster. Why am I eating the Oreos? Because I'm depressed. Why am I depressed? Because I see very little, if any, hope for the future. And I don't know what my place is, or what I want my place to be in the world as it is now, which means I'm still attached to the world as it was when I was a teenager. And I think that, I need to sit myself down and say, hey, honey, the 1990s are not coming back. They're gone. It's called the past. I'm trying to learn some of the AI filmmaking stuff. And by learn the AI filmmaking stuff, it really is describe vaguely what I want to see, and then AI does it all for me. So I really don't even know. I'm really the producer at this point. I'm really the studio. And try to figure out if, you know what I'm struggling with? The fact that the process, I'm not the one doing it, so I'm not getting the pleasure out of it. It's similar to how in stand-up, somebody offers me a tag. I was like, no, I want to come up with the joke. I want to figure it out for myself. That's the piece of it that's really fascinating to me when it comes to all this AI stuff. What if we want to do it ourselves? And what will that look like? I hate that phrase. That's this new phrase. What will that look like? Let's see what that looks like. Is there the other one? Is there a world where this could happen? I don't know. Do you want to open a dimensional portal to that world? Because I'll tell you what's not happening on this world. Whatever you want, if you're going to use that phrase. Feeling a bit peaked. Could use some water. I'm going to get myself some water. Have some water while podcasting. There's a thought. And I don't know. Speaking of the stand-up feels awful right now too. I feel like I'm either relying on stuff that I've already written, and the new stuff's not really working. There's actually no either. That's kind of it. Or I'll do the new stuff, and it's not as strong as the stuff that's working. There's the either. And I guess what I need to figure out is, am I the same person I was 10 years ago? And the answer obviously is no. Well, yes and no. I'm somewhat the same, but somewhat different. 10 years ago, I was the adult virgin, and now I'm the aggravated, slightly older adult virgin. So we just have to put that adjustment in. And the other thing I'm jealous of? I'll tell you right now. Artists who were like, no, this is my vision, and they commit to it, and then it happens for them. Whereas right now, my energy is, what do you want my vision to be? Would you like my vision to be this? Would you like my vision to be that? My vision is whatever I need to do to be able to afford health insurance. Can that be my vision? And I feel like such a wussy. Instead of making a statement, putting my foot down and saying, this is how I feel about things. These are my opinions. These are my opinions. Probably the other thing I should mention is whether or not to even talk politics. I choose not to talk politics because, to be honest with you, I want to sell more tickets, and I don't want to alienate anybody. And then I'm asking myself, well, if I don't do that, if I don't talk politics, am I helping the world, or am I just burying my head in the sand? And then the answer that comes up in my mind is perhaps following my heart. If you follow your heart, that's what will heal the world. Follow your heart. And then the following question is, well, what is my heart? What is it I want to do? And that's the $64,000 question, isn't it? I suppose it is. I'm feeling a bit exhausted. From what? From eating Oreos. That's not good. It's also hot. And my apartment does not have central air. So that's another thing I gotta deal with. I'm gonna take another swig of water. I hope you don't mind if I do that. Coming to the end of Alien Earth, right? I didn't watch the last episode. I think I'll watch the last two this week. No more Star Trek for a while. I'll tell you something. If it's one thing I care about in this podcast, it's being up to date with the events. Being up to date with the events. Speaking of which, you want to look at some nerd news? Nerd news. Let's see. Oh, I finally watched Superman, and I enjoyed it. It was good. What does it say? Yes, interesting. Oh, okay. So they're saying maybe Braniac is going to be the bad guy. Can I tell you something? Let me tell you something. I've never cared for the name Braniac. I just have never been. It's a little bit too. How do you take a villain seriously when his name is Braniac? Brain and Maniac put together. I am Braniac. Clearly he has an eye for marketing, if that's the name. If he came up with the name, I am Braniac. Did you come up with that yourself? Yes, it's got a nice ring to it. We're gonna move a lot of merch if I call myself Braniac. Unless somebody else named him Braniac, in which case, but I think he refers to himself as Braniac. But I mean, what the first thing he would do when coming to Earth is, I'm going to destroy whoever calls me Braniac, because that is not my name. Well, what's your name? My name is Gabaga. Well, it's easier for us to say Braniac. All right, fine. Call me Braniac, whatever you want. Fine. I just resent that. I don't think I'm a maniac. I think from my point of view, what I'm doing is very logical. Mandalorian and Grogu trailer dropped, which looks delightful. A lot more puppets. They're really going to go with the puppet angle on this one. A lot of puppets. That's fine. It's been a worthy series. Looking forward to it. Sigourney Weaver's in it now. That's cool. She's in the Star Wars universe. Looking forward to that too. Do you think she'll be the villain of the piece? That's what is she really the villain? But we're not going to know until the climax. We will find out. Pamela Anderson planning a barbed wire series. Okay. Oh, that's right. So she was in the barbed wire movie, the 1996 movie, but now her production company is going to produce a new series. Yeah, that was, the hard thing is that they had these like Barbed Wire, Tank Girl. They had these really cool comic book properties, and they tried to make them into a movie. Tank Girl, actually, as a movie, I finally saw it. Enjoyable film. I think the comic books were ahead of their time, and the movies were. It was. The world was not yet ready, and yet nowadays I feel like much more accepted because we are in the apocalypse now. So is Tank Girl really science fiction at this point? I'm not sure. I think Tank Girl is what could happen next Tuesday. But that's how we doing. We're about 13 minutes. I noticed that if I keep this down to like 10 or 11 minutes, there's a bit more views. 20 minutes, people are like, all right, we've had enough. So this is a good place to stop.